Welcome to another episode of Real Estate Investing Explained. Here's today's question. I want to talk about a little bit more about the terms of those deals. So you mentioned $2,000 to $8,000 or $9,000 down. What does that look like on a percentage basis of the property they're buying? Maybe it's a $50,000 property. What are you requiring for a down payment on that? Are you requiring 20% like a traditional bank would? Are you looking at a different percentage? And then what are you charging for interest rates? What are you doing for terms? I think you've said 5 or 10 years. What does that look like?
If you're selling on payments, I suppose it depends on like how much money that you need to get back and how quickly. Because if you know, okay, I just spent my last 10 grand or my last 5 grand or however much getting into this property, I have no money now. You basically are sort of backed into a corner where you don't have to sell for cash, but you should, unless you're just going to wait, to do your next deal. But yeah, get that cash back and reinvest it. So sometimes selling on payments isn't the right way to go. Now, I say that because I want to get people that have money down. If you have money down, it shows you have a savings account, you're able to save the money, you're able to work and put money away, and you really want this home. You're willing to put down money. But I will sell homes that are beautiful. I'll also sell homes that are handyman specials. I know how much money I have into each deal, and it's a spectrum. If I'm going to sell a home for $50,000, let's say we're just talking about a 2-bedroom, 2-bath home in some random park. Well, you can sell that for cash for maybe, let's say, $10,000 just to make it easy. You can sell it on payments for $20,000. You can sell it on payments for probably $30,000, or you can sell it on payments for 10 grand. As an investor, you're the captain. You can decide how much you want to sell this for. Like I was mentioning, I was gouging people in the beginning. I was selling it overpriced with higher interest than I should have. Nowadays, I don't charge any interest for a mobile home in a park. On land, I do. But in parks, I don't nowadays. There's nothing inherently wrong with that. I just don't do that. But I want to say that, the way I'm selling it, I try to sell for at least 5 years worth of payments for 300 month of cash flow minimum for 5 years. And I want to make all my money back in a year or less. So 5 years at 300 a month is 18 grand without any interest, plus a small down payment. So the minimum we're selling most of our homes for is 18 grand plus a small down payment. But now how much of a down? Well, I don't want to leave money on the table. So can we get more than 300 a month? How much more? And can we sell it for more than 60 months? Well, how much more? And is there a buyer that will pay 100 or 10 years worth of payments? Yes, but how flaky are they? Are they just coming to our property because they can't go anywhere else? Are we gouging people in prices, and the only people that are willing to go into our properties are risky people that can't go anywhere else? Or are we selling for a decent amount with a low amount down? So I guess I wanted to focus first that there's a spectrum. We can overprice people and sell to overpriced homes and sell to risky people, or we can sell for less money, give people a better deal, sell for about 5 to 10 years worth of payments. Where else are people going to buy a home, pay 10 years worth of rent or less and actually own something? So it really depends on how aggressive you want to be, how picky you want to be. You might sell your home and you think, oh, I want to get 5 grand down. But then someone comes to you and says, hey, I got 3,500. And you negotiate and you say, well, okay, 3,500 moves you in. But for the first year, you pay me an extra $150 a month. And that makes up for it. And more importantly, I guess one of the last things I'll say about this, we'll talk more obviously, is the one thing that threads all my people together. This is very important. I will take 0 down on a home. I mean, it's got to be like a big handyman special, but I'll take 0 down. I don't want to, but I will. The thing that threads my people together now versus like 10 years ago or more is that they're humble, they're appreciative, they're sincere, they've jumped through all my hoops, they're appreciative of this needle in a haystack opportunity that they're buying on payments to get into a decent home. Plus they have a job, plus, they've worked for the last couple of years and they can show income. And so it's not so much of a down payment, like I have to get this or I have to do that. I know as an investor, I'm making my money over the long run. I do want to make it back quick, but I care about the person I'm putting in. What's their situation? I don't want to follow my heart. I've been burned doing that too much, but I do care about the person. I want to set them up for success. So it depends. The answer is it depends, but I do want to make my money back is in a year or less. That's what we shoot for.
That's all for this episode of Real Estate Investing Explained. Be sure to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. or subscribe to our YouTube channel to get even more free content.